Mafia, are you ready?
He said, "Are you ready?"
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling. This is the Essential Series, and today the subject is the Royal Rumble. Yes, Royal Rumble. And we're going to do three different categories, three different lists.
And some mixed in banter.
Of course. I mean, it wouldn't be our show if we didn't.
I'm sure I really shouldn't have had to announce that.
No, not at all. So the three different categories that we were going to do.
Categories?
The top 5 essential Royal Rumble matches themselves. Top 5 of that.
It's really not as hard. That one's really not that hard.
No. Top 5 surprises of all time.
Also, that one's kind of hard.
A little bit.
That one's going to be... All right, keep going.
And then the top 5 matches on a Royal Rumble card.
Top 5 non-Royal Rumble matches.
Royal Rumble matches, yes. So those are
that one
three.
Might be the hardest one.
That one's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. So I have the 3 this week. So in 2 of the categories.
3, 2, 3.
Yes, I get 3.
Let me just simplify it for you.
Much better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I guess, where do you want to start? What category you want to start
Actually,
with?
it'd be 3, 3, 3. Let me reiterate that. You get 3 the first one, I get 3 the second one, you get 3 the third one. There we go.
Yeah.
That explained it better.
Yep.
Where should we start? Well, I say we start at the beginning. We start with the best Royal Rumble matches.
Okay.
Or should we save that for last? No, we're not going to overthink this episode. We'll start with the best Royal Rumble matches themselves.
Okay. All right. So obviously I'll get the 3. So let's go with, to start out, and can I start with the best?
I was gonna say, are you gonna let me? Because I was gonna take it if you didn't. But it would be funnier if we weren't thinking the same thing.
I know. But I feel like we are. I feel like the best Rumble, at least with me and you, is the 92 Royal Rumble.
Damn it.
With Ric Flair, a tear in my eye.
It's definitely one of the best promos after a Rumble.
I think it was a good compliment. Like, the Rumble itself was great, but that just adds to it.
For that year and that time period, where it's a lot of like cheap and cheesy gimmicks, they were able to tell a story of Flair lasting forever, and then odds-on favorite comes in, gets eliminated by Sid Justice, and Hogan in true Hogan fashion. Well, he's a good guy. He's Mr. America. He's a good guy. Pulls Sid Justice out of the ring. He's a bad guy. He was a bad guy this whole time. He just blinded us. His vitamins, prayers. He's praying to Satan and taking steroids.
Oh,
he's evil.
You're not wrong there. All right. So now that I took that one, and you don't have to pick it.
All right. Do I go with one of the many?
One of the many.
Of a certain winner who may have held the record amount of Royal Rumble wins.
Okay.
I think I do. Do I do his last one? Yeah, I think that one was the best one.
Okay. Well,
2001 Royal Rumble, where he eliminates Kane after Kane eliminates the record number.
11?
11. Well, yeah, until fucking they went happy with it. And then everyone did it. Nothing can be special. I think that one I would put in the essential. I'm not saying I still won't put in another one, depending on what you say right now. But I mean, he won 3 times, and they were all. There was another really good one too, but It's tough. It's tough because you remember it not so much for maybe some of the moments, but more the winners. And what it comes down to and what led up to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that of course that's the biggest thing. Like, of course, the winners
and what's the story being told with who won.
Exactly. Like it all depends on what that story was to go into Mania, or like, was there a big story in the match to get there?
It's also the one Drew Carey was in.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Just to throw that little tidbit in there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the one where Pete Rose got tombstoned.
It wasn't.
No,
you're right. Yeah.
No, wait. Did Pete Rose get tombstoned? He didn't get tombstoned at the Rumble, did he? No, let's not do this. Let's not do this to ourselves.
All right. So
we need a fact.
2001.
2001. That is my pick.
Okay.
An Odyssey.
Okay.
Or Space Odyssey.
2001.
Space Odyssey.
You done? Anyway,
all right, your pick.
Third pick of this list, my second pick. I'm gonna go with the 2007 Royal Rumble. I think it is the greatest Royal Rumble of this era.
I won't from this era anymore.
Well, I mean, like the 2000s and 2010s.
That's the ruthless
of those 20 of the 20 years. I think that 2007 might be the next best Royal Rumble of all time. I mean, it was the first time ECW was included, and it was Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. And you had that ending with Taker and Michaels that was phenomenal, and just a little glimpse into what we were going to get in the future with those two at Mania. But I think it was, and Taker, of course, winning the Rumble and eliminating Michaels. But it was such a great match. I just think it has to be. I think it's like 92 and 07, honestly.
Was the Ruthless Aggression? Was that era better than the Attitude Era?
Wow. Drop this bomb on me.
Well, I said there was going to be playful banter.
This is huge. This is a show topic in itself.
So answer it yes or no, and then we'll pocket it and we'll save it. Because then we can build up. Go ahead. I have my answer.
Am I basing this on overall before I pick this?
You base it on whatever the hell you want. Was it better than the Attitude Era?
Black and white, was it better? Yes or no? Is what you're asking me.
Yeah, was it better? You can add everything up, or you can only take out bits and pieces that you want. Was it better?
I'm going to say no. It was not. The Ruthless Aggression was not better than the Attitude Era.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
We'll talk about this.
To be continued. So, yes, 07.
Which is a very interesting answer for you, because Michaels came back into Ruthless Aggression.
Yes.
And he was better, Michaels.
Way better. Yes. I think a couple steps better.
All right.
So
I want to segue this, but I can't because you have the last pick.
Yeah.
So I have to leave it in high hopes that you pick it, and I can segue it right into the next.
Okay. Well, this is your last one, right?
This is my last one, but I have to have hope and faith in you that you pick it. If not, then I'm just going to get screwed and we're just going to have to change the show. But I'm doing it. Austin, back-to-back, 98.
Oh, you really put handcuffs on me now. You're saying 98?
Yes.
98 Austin? I think that might be his better one than 01, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think they're both substantial. So with both of my picks, I am using Austin, and you could use the third one if you wanted, but I don't think that one was as good.
Because I have
technically
at least two over. I would put over the third one before I would even include the third one on the list. But yeah, 98 Austin. Again, Austin in the Rumble, it's hard to argue against regardless, because he was so dominant, so entertaining. It's hard. So yeah,
and this one is when he would go on to beat Michaels at Mania.
Yeah, exactly. So, and yeah, that's probably, like I said,
that's
the most important. No, I didn't hate him. That's the thing. The build going up, I liked I was
You didn't
entertained
like
thoroughly.
Austin, though.
I didn't want him to win.
As
though.
a kid, you didn't like him.
I liked Austin
In that
match. In that match, I wanted Michael still to win, but I liked Austin as well. I never thought I fucking hate Steve Austin. I never thought that. I wanted Michaels to beat him, and I was mad
Austin
that he didn't.
Cooler.
But Austin was definitely cooler.
Why did you like him?
Because Michaels was better in the ring.
Brett was better. Well, Brett was better than him.
It's too bad his career was cut short because I still think Michaels has him because of longevity
I don't think
and
so.
matches with Taker. The matches with Taker put him over the top, and Jericho. I think, but again, another different show.
To each his own.
All right, so last pick for the best Rumbles of all time.
Yes, the best Rumble matches of all time. I went Austin twice. So
Yeah, so we went.
I made it easy for you. I gave you the play.
92 Rumble, the 01 Rumble, 07 Rumble, 98 Rumble. So I'm going to close it out with the 2020 Royal Rumble.
No, I didn't do it.
I'm
didn't
gonna-
do it.
I-
no, we left off a really
I know I did.
substantial.
But
oh man,
I feel like, remember how I said like the era, like the
2020
with 07
Okay, 2020 was
McIntyre
McIntyre. Oh, so you're
and
doing...
Edge return.
No. Was it?
What? Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
2020? What the
Yes.
fuck year were we? You can't pick a pandemic one.
I
don't even know what the fuck-
pandemic.
That wasn't pre-pandemic.
Yes, it was.
2020?
It was right before the pandemic. Pandemic happened in
19.
March of 20.
No, March of 19. Yes.
Did it? No, it was into 20. It was only called 19 because it came out in 19. You go ahead, try and prove me wrong.
When did the pandemic start?
The pandemic for us, the shutdown and everything happened March 16th. It happened 3/16.
Of 2019.
No,
Yes.
of 20. I'm telling you. It's
No.
only called COVID-19 because it happened in November in China. It didn't make it over here until March.
There's no way. What year are we in?
22. Go ahead. Please
When
Google
the hell
it.
did I start my job?
Please Google it.
December of...
I know I'm right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I think I started December of 19. So it was of 20. All right. Man, dude, it fucked me up. I don't know when shit started.
Anyway, the 2020
You are correct.
Royal
Good
Rumble.
one.
Yes. Edge's return, the selling by Brock with McIntyre. I mean, everything that was in that match.
I can still segue this. All right, we're good.
Okay. And one of the greatest surprises, maybe of all time, in Edge return.
McIntyre winning didn't really do anything for me because I kind of already figured he was going to win.
Mhm.
But that was the Brock one where
Yes.
Brock came in and dominated, and he had that moment with Keith Lee, and then
Yep.
they squandered the shit out of that one.
Well, yeah.
So these ones that happened recently are a lot better for me because they're fresh in my memory,
Yes.
where I have to actually go back, especially Royal Rumbles.
Well,
'Cause you
yeah,
really-
so much happens.
You remember the goofy surprises, some of the stupid shit that happened. I almost put, wait, where are the greatest Royal Rumble matches? No, I'll tell you after we get through the non-Rumble matches, what match I am still heavily teetering on just because I want to piss people off.
Okay.
But I will segue this and make this the next topic,
Okay.
the best surprises, and I'll use that as my first one because Edge coming back after all that,
Yeah.
goosebumps,
Yes.
goosebumps,
Yeah.
and just the look on his face and how like everyone's told to just soak it in
Yeah, exactly.
and suck it in. But he's done this before, but not like this.
You see him you see his lips move and him saying, "Holy shit." You see
Yeah.
him say it because he's just like I'm sure he expected the pop, but I think
Yeah,
it
but you can't
overwhelmed him.
You can expect it, but
Yeah.
when you feel it, it's it completely exceeds whatever crazy expectations you have.
I agree, and yes, I completely agree. That
That
should
was
be the number one. That I think it's the number one. Period.
I'm hard pressed to argue against what you just said. It is very. I don't think there was a bigger one.
No, I don't think there was. Looking at the list that I have, that I'm gonna try and
I'm going to go off of
Use.
memory now.
Yeah.
Just for my surprises.
Okay, so the second one I'm going to put on because I think it is the second greatest all time.
I know where you're going.
So I'm going with John Cena.
Oh,
In 08. When
that's
he comes
not
back.
where I thought that was going to be mine.
Yeah.
Had you not said it, that was going to be mine. And that was the Rumble I wanted you to use.
Okay. I see why. I see why. But still, yeah.
One of the most unprecedented injury returns of all time. The guy's an absolute freak.
Mhm.
Just an absolute freak for being able to come back so quickly.
Yeah, of course.
And then main event, Mania.
Mhm.
Insane.
Yep.
But yeah, the fucking crowd went absolutely apeshit. And that was before they started stuffing 80, 90,000 in an arena.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the Garden.
Yeah.
That was 17,000, 18,000.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
you know what I mean? Something like that.
Some extra seats probably came available the day of.
I'm sure. So yeah. So I like, all right. So Edge and Cena. Now, I think I know where you're going if you what the one you wanted me to take and
The
thought
one
I was going to say.
the one I thought you were taking.
I kind of wanted to leave that for you because if we're thinking the same thing, it's one of the ones you really, really pop for.
Oh yeah. And it's hard to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's got to be Hardy Boys.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Hardy Boys?
Hardy-
At Rumble?
Yeah, Rumble. No, wait. No, yeah, Rumble.
When? What Rumble?
When they came out. When it was the big surprise. Oh, no, wait, that was Romania. Shit. I fucking messed up. Wow. I'm not used to surprises at Mania.
It's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was a WrestleMania. Shit, I don't know which one you're thinking because I got a couple of them. Wait, Royal Rumble? Which one do you think I'm thinking of? Which one did I miss?
There's a extremely big one that I thought you would have had immediately.
Surprises in the Rumble.
Yes.
A huge surprise.
Well, just pick no. Go ahead, because I'll use it.
Okay, you can use it.
I have no problem using it. If you don't think this is a big one, I feel like you do and you're forgetting it, but I'll include it. I have no problem including it.
I'm going to be very upset.
You might say it, and you might not think it's as big as I do. So just whatever the third or second, your second choice is.
I'll tell you which one I'm going to put on because I remember it vividly and I remember popping for it.
Okay.
And I think this was before, this is a few months before we actually met. So this is the one that I watched with my father.
This is the one I was thinking of.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, in Philly.
In Philly.
I was there.
Yeah, I watched it with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him coming out. And we were like, what? Yeah, that was like one of those moments like, wow, that was fucking awesome. But yeah, you being there live probably had a different, but yeah, I remember that one and being like, wow, this is fucking awesome.
The ECW chant that filled that arena was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
That was a very, very loud pop.
And I don't think you needed to be from
as
Philadelphia to appreciate it.
As soon as the things came down and the fucking explosion hit, I'm getting the goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that I thought it was the Hardys. What the fuck was I thinking? But yeah, that Bubba Ray one was really good.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely
probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorites. I'd probably put that over the Cena return.
Really?
For me personally.
Wow. Okay.
I think I popped harder once I heard the
firework.
Yeah.
All right. So then,
and I'm gonna use a fucking. Am I gonna use a goofy? Yes, I'm gonna use a goofy one.
Okay, so good because I feel like you forgot this one. If you're going with a goofy one for your third one, you don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm going with AJ Styles in 2016.
Oh, damn! Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a really good one. Shit, man, I didn't even think of that one.
I know you didn't. So yeah, AJ Styles was gigantic. Gigantic. It was amazing.
Oh man, that was gonna make me feel bad for using the goofy one.
So Edge, Cena, Bubba Ray, Styles, and now you got the last one.
There's a lot.
So now you're rethinking the goofy pick after Missing AJ Styles?
Yeah, I'm a little upset that I missed fucking AJ Styles. Fuck, I completely forgot about Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if they used him a little bit more, I would have remembered that. I don't know. This one's just so good.
All right.
That I'd be remiss.
Okay. I'm interested.
To not.
I'm interested.
But you have to know my brain waves.
Okay.
And know that how funny this is.
Mm-hmm. It is. I'm waiting.
All three faces of Foley in the 98 Rumble.
Yeah, I mean,
it was hysterical.
It's iconic.
It was hysterical.
It is one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen.
And the commentary was fucking priceless.
Oh yeah, no selling the fact that it's the same guy at all. Just no selling whatsoever.
It makes me happy just thinking about Foley's fucking madness coming out as Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. Oh,
that's a pretty good list. I like that list a lot.
All right.
There's a goofy one that I have for honorable mention.
All right, go for it.
And it's 29. Well, actually, two. 2019 Double J.
Oh, yeah.
When Elias is in the ring, and that music hits. I mean,
now he's fucking smashing guitars in GCW.
And he'll be at Hammerstein versus Effie.
What a crazy,
ridiculous,
just a crazy thing to think of. Like, wrestling is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much of it. To be able to keep up with it all is just impossible.
Yeah. So, all right. So Double J was my fun one, and of course, I completely forgot to write down the year, but when Kevin Nash came back as Diesel, was a really, really cool one.
I feel like that would be like 03.
I can't remember what it was. No, it was later than that. It wasn't. It was
13.
Yeah. It was somewhat like that, more of that area. I can't remember what it was. I was just looking at it too. But yeah. So they were the two other ones I wanted. But everything else is pretty good. So all right. So we have the greatest non-Rumble matches.
That would be tough. And
so
you get to start it off.
I get to start it off.
Is it going to be tough though? Because I feel like it might not be as tough as I'm thinking.
And you really don't have picks. You're kind of going through lists and looking up certain.
Oh no, I have lists. I just need to know what years they are.
Okay. Because I don't know which one to put on because
I'm pretty sure there's two that we've already mentioned in prior lists that have happened.
Yes.
And I do feel like they should make it.
I agree.
Two being the same person.
I agree. Because I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you go A, I'll go B, and we'll just put them on real quick. Because they got to be on the list. For greatest non-Rumble matches, just pick which one you don't want, and I'll pick the next one.
Okay.
Because I feel like they have to be.
Number one.
Okay.
Mankind Rock in 99.
Okay.
I Quit match.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it has to be on there.
Number two would be Triple H, Cactus Jack.
2000. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think those are 1 and 1A.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just fucking absolute insanity.
Yes.
And for a Rumble,
mm-hmm.
I mean, did they steal the show with both of those? Because they were probably better matches than the actual Rumbles themselves.
I think Triple H and him stole the Rumble in 2000. Mankind Rock for the 99 Rumble. They might have stole that show with the I Quit match. I actually now kind of want to watch the 99 Rumble just to see if it holds up
better than the other.
Yeah,
because God forbid one went on before the other.
Oh yeah,
that would have drained. Although you could put any match before a Royal Rumble and people are going to get up.
So my next pick, I'm going with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, 2004, Last Man Standing. It was again war, an absolute war, and so entertaining. And that feud that they were running, that is one of the greatest feuds of all time. Like it is insane that long ass feud they had.
When you think that it's going to come to a head, it doesn't. It just like fizzles out for a little bit. There ain't nobody that's got it like that today that you can just cap, except for the Usos and the New Day. The only ones that you can cap a storyline and it can continue to
Sammy KO.
Yeah, that's one that you can do that.
And honestly, I still think, and they're doing it this Saturday, is Rollins and Reigns.
Yeah.
I think that's another one because they've always been able to just pick right back up because of all the history.
Yeah.
So I think they are.
I
another
was
two.
completely wrong when I said they don't do it like they did, but they do have people that could do that.
Yeah.
It's just not on the same magnitude.
Yeah. I mean, I think right now, the Reigns Rollins.
Is Rollins a good guy now?
No. I mean, I guess going up against Roman I think he's a tweener because him and KO, they're definitely heels on Raw.
Why is he on SmackDown? I haven't watched in a while. Explain to me why he's wrestling for the SmackDown title. Do you know?
Because he said he didn't care who he faced and told Adam Pearce to find him somebody.
Oh, so you know he's not winning.
And
that's stupid.
So
it would be great if he did. Though.
He walked in at the end of SmackDown and looked at Roman and just started laughing. That's how SmackDown ended 2 weeks ago, I think. So yeah, but that's how.
All right, so we got
Mankind, Rock 99. We got Hunter,
Cactus Jack,
and
Triple H, and Triple H.
Shawn Michaels.
Really fucking.
So there's two more answers to this on my list. Actually, one that I think I have an honorable mention that I don't think you would ever pick. So
I know. I think I know what your honorable mention is.
Okay, so you're next.
It's close to being on my list, but I want to make sure this one goes on. This is a personal favorite, but it's also a phenomenal match.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lesnar, Cena, Rollins, Rumble 2015.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the one where they inject. That's the one they inject.
I don't have on my list. I didn't even think about that one.
They injected Rollins, who was the Money in the Bank holder,
mm-hmm.
into that match, and they just had a fucking banger.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good match. Very solid.
Yeah,
match.
I know exactly.
That's more recent.
Yeah. And that I completely forgot that it existed,
match.
to be honest.
Yeah.
So all right. So my last one,
and the last one of the list
is the Hardys versus the Dudleys at 2000.
So that one also made a list. That one made the essential Hardys. Interesting.
That's why, and that's the other thing. Look, you have Triple H and Cactus on 2000 and Hardys Dudleys on 2000. There's no way the 2000 Rumble lives up to that.
We have
already
to watch
that card.
We have to watch that. We can't say that without watching it.
And it's going to be hard.
It really is.
I can't remember the 2000.
I might just go back and watch that pay-per-view just for those matches.
Yeah.
For those two and the
mm-hmm.
There's probably another hidden gem on there.
Yeah.
So here's what didn't make it, which should have made it, or
mm-hmm.
could have.
Okay.
Cena Styles for the title.
Okay. That's a good one.
And Cena Umaga.
07.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. So that's one that
I
was
the last man standing. That was your honorable mention?
It was one of. The one that I was talking about that I knew you would never put on the list because I feel like you forgot about it.
This is a good possibility.
Is Sid HBK 97
I remember that
in the Alamo Dome. And that was a great feud and a great match.
Yeah.
And I think probably one of Sid's best matches because of Michaels elevating him. And
then he just, what the fuck happened after that?
Yeah, it was kind of it.
That was it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what was any more that we were missing aside from
for matches in general?
Yeah, they aside from the Cena, right? That's it.
Jericho Rock.
Jericho Rock was that's another really good one.
02.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a really good one. That was like right in the Lionheart Rock fucking.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good one.
Yeah, that's the beginning. Yeah. That's the beginning of the feud. That's from when he debuts and interrupts them and on.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Well, no, he debuted in 99. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was started at the debut and carried all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they ran, and there's another one of those where they kept picking up
where they left off.
Yeah.
They were
is Rock
really
and Jericho.
All right. So I will throw out another, not so much category, but since we did all the greatness of the Royal Rumble I'm going to give you 2 bugaboos of mine from the Royal Rumble.
Already know what's coming in one of them at least.
All right, 2011. Fuck that 40-man Rumble, and you had to have Alberto Del Rio in it. Of all the fucking people, is that how strapped you were for talent? That you had to have Del Rio in it in 11. Terrible. Will go down as the worst Rumble ever. The worst. And then the worst finish is the 93 Rumble when Savage hits the elbow drop, goes for the pin, and gets bench pressed by Yokozuna out of the fucking ring. Stupid. And for some reason, I remember that one the most because I had a VHS. We taped it. We taped 92, 93, 94, 95, and 96 on the VHS, the old tape-a-rooski. And the only one that survived was the 93, and it was the worst one out of all of them. And I guarantee you,
on to this for a while.
I guarantee you, I can go into my parents' house, walk upstairs, into the closet, into the tape holder. Like literally, this thing was like you think of a square with 2 doors.
Yeah,
and you push the door in.
And it pops open. I know exactly what you're talking
and it's
about.
Full of VHSs.
VHS tapes.
And there are some really
sort of like that thing down there, that wood thing.
Yes, but bigger.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but that the same thing. But that was what my Blu-rays are in.
This tall, this wide, and you just pop it open, and there it is. All sorts of VHSs. And the only VHS that survived the taped ones was the fucking 93 Rumble. And I think there was something weird also on there too. There was like a Happy Days or something on there too. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck my dad and mom are doing. I really don't.
I think another Rumble that is odd, but it's still actually one of the good ones. And it's actually one of the honorable mention ones that I didn't bring up because we kind of went past it, was
because you
the 05. 05 where McMahon tears both quads.
The fucking Cena Batista fucking spot that they botched.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Like that one, just out of the greatness of McMahon tearing both quads and no selling it. Like amazing.
Well, he was selling it because he couldn't get the fuck up.
But I mean, as far as the pain goes, you didn't know he was even in pain. You know what I mean? He's still screaming at them.
That's right,
from his ass. Like the least intimidating moment, or one of the most.
And Cena, they
career.
both talk about that, like just like how ridiculous he was.
The best story is Edge. Have you heard Edge tell his side of that?
Yeah,
because he was the second to last eliminated, and he gets to walk up the aisle as McMahon's coming down. Dude, it's the best. It's the best story ever.
Did he turn around and watch it?
He saw, he said, as he walks up the ramp through the curtain, he just sees the pompadour come past him. And he's like, he has a power walk, obviously. He was like, this was like a Thanos power walk. He's like, I thought he was gliding to the ring. Like, it is the greatest story of all time. If you can find it, Edge, I think it's that where they do all the shoot interviews.
Yeah.
He does it.
Or is it a table for 3?
No. It's one of the shoot interviews because it's him, an interviewer, and like a crowd of people, and he's just talking and telling stories.
I bet you the Tube has that.
It's so good. It's so good. So entertaining.
All right, we'll bring it on to this year. This is why we did this Essential series. I really haven't watched any WWE in quite some time, but I will always tune into the Royal Rumble.
Always.
And I still keep current with kind of what's going on.
Sort of.
Yeah, well, except for that Rollins fucking Roman thing.
Yeah. One of the main matches for the card. But anyway.
The main match for the card will always be the Rumble.
I said one of.
Irregardless, there's a women's Rumble with, I believe, 6 open slots that weren't pictured.
Okay.
And you got the men's Rumble, and I think anything kind of goes for that. Who would you say, not the biggest surprise that you think? Like, who do you want to see?
Men's or women's?
Both.
I want to see someone different for the women.
What do you mean?
Because
not a diva or anything like that.
I don't care the.
What if Lana came back?
That's not gonna happen. I don't care the time frame. That it's just don't get me wrong. Everyone that they've always used and have used in the past women's Rumbles are amazing, and they're all great.
What do you
and
mean
they all
you want to
are
see
their
someone
own way.
different?
I'm tired of Molly Holly, and of course we're getting Lita already anyway. Molly Holly, Trish, the same ones.
Tori Wilson.
Tori Wilson, yeah. And we're getting.
Like
I know
Cole.
we're getting Kelly. I know that she's already announced. Like the same ones. Give me something out of the box that I'm not expecting. Look, right,
throw a name out there.
Kong is one. She hasn't really been anywhere. It's very quiet. It's something completely different that you don't expect.
Wasn't she in AEW?
She was in AEW for a while. Now, I don't know. Maybe she's still on a contract and they just aren't using her like they do half their roster.
I doubt
But
it.
other than that, yeah, something like that. Give me Victoria hasn't been back in a long time.
No, she was back a couple years ago.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay. There was that obviously that memorable for me because I don't remember that. But yeah, somebody that I'll go, holy shit. Like
AJ Lee.
Yes. I mean, that's probably not going to happen either. But
yeah, it's not going to happen.
Like, yeah, something different. Like
she's definitely not.
I like all the other girls. I like all the old divas and all that. It's just a little something to out of the ordinary.
Something out of the ordinary for the women. I don't know. Besides Mickie James,
which is
huge.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining.
Like what other?
I love that Mickie James, Impact's women's champion, is there and going to be in it. That's amazing. And that is different. It is completely different from what WWE
out of their
does.
comfort zone.
But a surprise not
Except
announced.
when they had Meng do it.
Yeah. A surprise not announced. Something that, I mean, I don't know this.
You remember he came out as Haku, but he was the WCW hardcore champion.
Mm-hmm.
They signed him to a day-by-day contract.
Mm-hmm. I remember exactly.
That could have been a fucking surprise.
So do you have anyone for the women or no?
I think, well, AJ Lee would be mine that I would want to see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like the independent women, like who could you
just hit me? Ronda Rousey would blow me away.
That would be a really good one.
Ronda Rousey would blow me away. Like something like that. I'd be like, holy shit, never see coming.
I want to see Bayley come back.
Bayley would be pretty cool, even though it's a return. It's not new, but you haven't seen her in such a long time.
What if she came back as Hugger?
No, I don't want it.
What?
No. I like this Bayley. I think she's finally got a personality. I like this Bayley.
All right.
So men's. Now, there's been a lot of talk with the door being open for WWE.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And a men's participant, supposedly, the rumor is that
through the door,
coming through the door.
The only door...
I don't think it will ever be AEW.
No,
so I think most people can cross that out. AEW is not doing business with WWE, or vice versa, I should say. I think it's going to be an Impact star. And I think we said this with Bill when he was on for the Essential McFoley. I wouldn't mind like Heath Slater. Like I feel like it's going to be a former WWE guy if they're going to let them come back through the door. I don't think it's going to be a Eddie Edwards, Moose. I don't think it's going to be something like that.
What if they open the door further? And what if it was? And what if it was Japan?
I was going to say you're not going to tell me it's going to be Okada.
What if it was?
I mean, look, would I mark out? Of course,
a lot of people would.
This
happening brings those AEW eyes that are such fanatics about New Japan. Oh my God. This takes a leapfrog, and fucking McMahon's that arrogant to do it.
Yes, I agree.
And they're both the biggest companies in their quote unquote territory. They are.
I don't see it happening. I mean, I don't think it would happen.
Triple H was talking with them, and
I just feel like Impact is the more likely person that they're doing business with. Because you're already doing business with Nikki.
Yeah, but
what if it's Tommy Dreamer? What if it's Tommy Dreamer? That's who it is.
Oh, it's pretty funny. There's a Dreamer with his man bun.
With his man bun, yeah.
Oh, God, his dusty pants.
Exactly.
Oh,
and his House of Hardcore t-shirt.
He'd go through a fucking girl and be like, "You can't wear that shit. What the fuck is this?" And he'd have him come out in like a lumberjack shirt or something. He would make them change, and he's like fucking 30 seconds ready to fucking go. Yeah, you got to dress as a plumber.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Rhino. I think it's Heath. I think it's someone like that.
I am gonna hold out.
You said Matt Cardona.
No, I don't think it's gonna be fucking Ryder. You know what would be great?
He's been all over. He like that would just add to his character that he's
does
building
fucking
right now.
Rumble on Saturday, and then does
GCW
Hammerstein and fucking
exactly. That's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. But where's fucking Rumble?
St. Louis.
Oh, I was gonna say Dallas, but I'm holding out hope for something bigger
than
a former WWE person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you open it up and Japan comes in,
I don't know.
It would be fucking hysterical if the whole Cody fucking contract thing wasn't a hoax and he fucking came to the Rumble. I don't think it would ever happen. But what would be even funnier is if Miro left and came back as Rusev.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're right.
It would be hysterical.
He's still under contract, but yeah.
Is he?
Miro, yeah.
We don't know. They don't say nothing.
Well,
about
yeah,
the
but I mean, for the most part, wrestling contracts are typically three-year deals. He only recently signed
with AEW. We don't know that.
I'm not. His contract is not up with AEW. I'm guaranteeing that.
I am erring on the side of you being right on this one.
Yeah,
but I'm saying for comical relief.
Oh well.
And you never know. Honestly, what do we know?
Like
we're definitely overhyping this, and it's going to be like
it's going to be very small.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
someone down here. It's going to be Santino.
I like Santino though.
I don't hate Santino, but he's not a surprise. For
no.
me.
If someone handed me the pencil and was like, "Look, write in one name,"
ooh, I like this.
What would it be? Men's. There are no limits. There are no contracts. Nothing. You can write in any name in wrestling to be that men's.
Can I bring them back from the dead?
No.
Okay.
They actually have to be able to wrestle.
They have to be alive.
Yes. I know it's a little weird that I said that, but yeah.
Do you have yours?
Yeah, because it's more likely than probably anything you'll say.
Really?
It's Cody. It is. It would be Cody. Period.
Really?
Period. It would be Cody coming out to his AEW music. Fuck the Stardust thing. It's funny and all, but
what if he comes out with a mustache? What if he comes back as Dashing Cody Rhodes?
No, I want him to be the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. I want him to come out to his music.
It would never happen.
I know. That's why I'm saying, but that's why that's my name.
God, I want to see a heel turn.
Yes.
He just turned heel on the whole company.
Exactly. Yep. Like, I would love to see Cody one night only come back to the Rumble, his music and everything. Fuck. Have Arn Anderson come out with him. Like, everything.
Oh, have Flair come out with him too.
I would love it. Like, I would love that.
Wouldn't hate it. You're liking it for the wrong reasons though, because you want to see a meltdown.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely want to see a meltdown
because it's one night only. It's one. It's it. One and done. It's not.
And he goes back to AEW.
Yeah, it's not him signing a contract. It's
that would be
him.
All right.
He's an uncontracted worker supposedly. It's just kind of convenient that it comes around right as the Royal Rumble is up that he's working out of the contract. But yeah, one night he works the Rumble and goes back to AEW.
So
that's a heel turn. That's a heel turn.
Yeah, that's definitely a heel turn. If I were to put any name on paper of who I would want, I'm hard pressed not to pick Okada. I just think that would do so much more. And if that opens up that gate, then you've just added significance to WrestleMania. You have a WrestleMania Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh man.
My God. You need 4 nights.
Yeah. Oh.
If you were able to pull that off and just get some talent, and you were able to get
Okada, Naito,
or just Okada versus Reigns. You're getting one of
That's
those.
a license to print money.
You're just getting one of those matches. You're like, well, what if this person ever stepped in the ring? Like,
Yeah.
who would actually be like?
Yep.
Don't let Vince book it, but actually, storyline wise, let him fucking book it.
I would, man. It's just this fantasy booking. Looking at it, it's just like God.
If Lesnar won and you could pick anybody to come in and face Lesnar, screw Roman, because you can get a lot more people to fit with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who could you book to slay the beast?
Oh, this person's going over Brock.
Or at least make it interesting.
It's hard. There's not a lot of people at that level.
No.
There's not a lot of people at that
hard.
level. The only person I would
because Brock's gonna sell. It could be an Okada Brock because Brock
no, I don't want
worked
it to be
Japan.
Okada. No. I don't want it to be Okada Brock. Honestly, if I'm booking, you're giving me here's Brock. Book anyone you want
To win the Rumble and face him WrestleMania.
then it's Samoa Joe.
Oh, you rehashed that?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
Who should have beat him back at Great Balls of Fire?
exactly. He's the only guy. I mean, look, you want to say Braun Breaker? No, I'm not. Kid's not ready yet. Like, it would be great, but eventually. But yeah, no. Samoa Joe's the only guy believable. He's the only guy. If he steps in his space, you believe he's going to give Brock as much as he can give.
I just rewatched Joe Styles Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
I just rewatched that match. It's really that's like one of the greatest matches ever.
Yeah.
Like, that match did not slow down whatsoever.
No, all time. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that match was insane.
Impact at that point,
TNA.
TNA. It's so goddamn good. It's too bad that they couldn't get the TV ratings that they needed and to get elevated, because that product was amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
And completely underrated.
Yes.
But so that was a lot of all over the place. It was a lot of our list. It was everything that
I think we stayed pretty true. We stayed
for the most part.
on topic
Yes.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I'd say we're 99% topic on this one.
Yeah. That's pretty good for us.
That is really good for us.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know who I would pick to fight Brock. I don't know who I would want to do it. It would be tough.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking for someone of stature.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
There's not anybody out there.
Only other person I can think of stature, Walter. They're two completely different styles.
That would be fucking insane.
Yeah.
You want to give someone the rub.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Have him chop that monster's chest. God damn. Lesnar would really throw a punch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lesnar would get to the point where he would actually throw a punch. I don't think he wants to get chopped like that.
That would get stiff real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that would get stiff. Remember when he punched Strowman in the head?
Yeah.
Strowman, like, what did he do? Like, forearmed him? Or
Yeah.
No, he punched him.
He punched him. Yeah.
He punched him, didn't mean to punch him, and Brock, like, woke up. He, like, legitimately woke up, and he's like, fuck you, and punched him and staggered him. He didn't knock him over,
there's another guy. Now, Adam Shear? However
we'll call him Cher.
Sure. I don't know. However you pronounce his last name.
In life after love?
Titan, whatever the hell you want to call him.
I don't fucking care.
I would like to see now this version of the former Braun Strowman versus Brock.
I don't know. I'm so lost. Like, I don't want to see Strowman back in WWE.
I don't want to see him in WWE. I want someone else to book him at this match, because WWE doesn't know how to fucking book him. But if he were to be booked like a Brock is, he'd be the monster that he really is.
That he should have been.
Exactly. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, help us out.
Yeah, come on, man. Help us out. Help us be better.
And who knows? Maybe might be putting out a new T-shirt very soon.
Yeah, I got to get on that one.
We do. Yeah. So keep your eye out for that at What a Maneuver Collections, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Help us out there as well. Thank you for watching. Have a great one.